Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to prepare for the GRE. We have been solving GRE math problems out of this book here, the official guide to the GRE, the revised general test. If you do not own this book already, purchase one immediately. You're going to need it. You're going to need it in order for you to be able to follow my work. The problems that we are about to solve are the ones that you're going to find on page number 217. Let's turn to page number 217. There are 4 problems there that they solve for you, and I'm going to resolve them. Don't ask me why. Alright. Here it's the first one. They say 1.7.1. First problem. Question is 13. That's the 13. 13 is what percent of 20? 13 is what percent of 20? There are a couple of ways of solving this thing. We're going to do it both ways. One way is to learn how to use this dictionary. That's the whole point, to get some practice so that when you get into complicated problems, complicated percentage problems, you would know how to solve the equation. For example, the ones that we did yesterday, they were a little bit more complicated, and this dictionary will help you come up with the right equation. So we're going to get some practice using this dictionary. 13 is means equal. Wherever we see what, we replace it with the unknown quantity x. Percent means out of 100. Of means times. Of means times 20. That's it. We're done. We're done. Divide the top and the bottom by 20. If you divide top and the bottom by 20, the 100 becomes 5. Multiply both sides by 5. If you multiply both sides by 5, this 5 drops out, and there you go. Our x is, this is our x. 13 times 5. X equals 13 times 5, which is 65. Question was 13 is 20% of 13 is what percent of 20? 13 is what percent of 13 is what percent of 20? 20 would have been 60%. Sorry, but 12 would have been 60%. You see, 13 is made up of 12 plus 1. 12 out of 20 is same as 6 out of 10, which is same as 60%. And then the remaining 1 out of 20, 1 out of 20 is half of 1 out of 10, which is under 5%. So there you go. 60% plus 5% is 65%. Now, other way we could have solved this question in a more straightforward way without using the dictionary there is to simply do 13 is what percent is 20. Just do this, 13 over 20 times 100, which is exactly what this boils down to. Which is exactly what this boils down to. If you divide top and bottom by 20, we get 5, and that's 13 times 5. Let's do one more. Okay, next one. .7.2. What percent of 150 is 12? What percent of 150 is 12? That's the question. So let's set it up. Set it up with the equation, with the dictionary. What means our unknown x. Percent means out of 100. Off means multiply. This is the off part. 150 is means equal. 12. That's it. Now all you have to do is simplify it, that's all. The equation itself is correct. And how do we know that the equation itself is correct? We are 100% sure that the equation is correct, because how can we possibly go wrong? We are translating it word for word by word rather. We are not skipping any word. One word at a time we do it. That's how you make sure that the equation that emerges finally is going to be the right equation. If you take your time, one word at a time, translate it. That's it, using this dictionary. So let's simplify this thing. Let's divide top and bottom by 50. So that becomes 3 and this becomes 2. Multiply both sides by 2. You multiply both sides by 2. That takes out this 2 and divide both sides by 3. So that takes out this 3. That's it. Let's do it in a different way so you can see the sequence. That's it. That's your x right there. X equals 12 times 2 over 3. I didn't have to rewrite it. We could have done it. We could have continued our work there. Divide top and bottom by 4. So rather 3. Divide top and bottom by 3. And that's it. X equals 4 times 2. 4 times 2, which is 8. That's all. Let's put it back in our original question and see if it actually makes sense. We're going to verify it. So what we're claiming is that x equals 8. So if you replace this what part with what we just found here, 8, now the statement reads 8% of 150 is 12, and it is no longer a question, it's a statement. And let's see if that statement in fact is correct. 8% of 150 we're claiming is 12. Let's find out here. Okay, let's find out here. Well, we know that here's the verification. We know that 10% of 150 is 15. We know that part. 10% of 150 is 1/10 of 150, which is 15. We also know that 1% of 150 is, and if you don't know it, you should. 1% of 100, 1% of 100 is 1. Therefore, 1% of 1.5 must be 1.5. And what the hell do I mean by 1.5? 1.5 is 150. That's what this is. One more time. 1% of 100 equals 1. Therefore 1% of 1.5 must equal 1.5. I should write 1.5, 1.5 I don't like. 1.5. And another 1% of 150 would be another 1.5. So if I were to take away, so if it's because we want to find 8%, because we are interested in finding the 8%, we are interested in finding 8%, so we start out with 10% and we subtract 1% and we subtract 1%, 10 minus 1 is our 8% right there, and therefore this is 1%, this is 1%, 15 minus 1.5 minus 1.5, well 1.5 and a 1.5 is 3, 15 minus 3 is 12. Voila, 8% does equal 12. 8%, we just found out that 8% of 150 does in fact equal 12. That's it. Let's do one more, shall we? Number 3. That's it, we are done with this one. That's all. I need to raise it. .7.3. 1.7.3. What is 30% of 350? Well, that's very simple. This is too simple. There are a couple of ways we can do this thing. We're going to do it both ways. First, of course, we want to learn how to use this dictionary, so that's what we're going to do. What, we replace it with our unknown x. Is means equal. 30%, percent means out of 100. Off means times or multiply. That's it, that's your off. 350. That's it, that's our x. We just have to simplify it. So we're going to do that. Okay? Divide top and bottom by 10, that takes out this 0. Divide top and bottom by 10 again, that takes out that 0. That's it. So our x equals 3 times 35. Which makes perfect sense because 10% of 350 equals 35. Therefore, if you want to find 30%, you take 3 times the amount. Therefore, 30%, 10 times 3 must equal 35 times 3, which is exactly what that is. It makes sense. Let's do one more, shall we? Let's do the last one on the page number 217. Page number 217. It's a bit too late in the story to tell you this part. We are on page number 217. This is day number 92. I forgot to say that in the beginning. I don't know how I missed that. I have a certain routine and I missed it. Let's do the last one on the problem. 1.7.4. We're done with this part. .7.4, let's see what it says. It says 15 is 60% of what? 15 is 60% of what? 15 is 60% of what? There we go. One more time, our dictionary, our handy dictionary, it has 4 words in it. 15 is means equal, 60% means out of 100, of means times, what is our unknown x. That's it. All we have to do is now simplify it. So let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do. Multiply both sides by 100 so that we can get rid of this 100, and then divide both sides by 60 so that we can get rid of this guy. That's it. We're left with only x on this side. So our x equals 100 times 15 over 60. Let's see what that gives us. Let's divide top and bottom by 15. How many 15s in the 60? 60 has 4 15. 15 plus 15 is 30, and another 30 is 60. So let's divide top and bottom by 15, we get a 4. Let's divide top and bottom by 4. How many 4s in a 100? There are 25 4s. Well, that's our answer. We're claiming that x equals 25. We're claiming that x equals 25. Let's put it back in our original statement, see if it makes sense. We need to verify it. What we're claiming is that 15 is 60% of 25. No longer a question, it's a statement. We have to verify it. 15 is 60% of 25. Let's find out, shall we? Let's verify it here. What does 60% mean? 60% of something means 60 out of 100, which is same as 6 out of 10, which is same as 3/5. So what we're claiming is that 15 is 3/5, this part here, 60%. This part right here, 60% means 3/5. So what we're claiming is this part. What we're claiming is that 15 is 3/5 of 25. Let's find out, shall we? What 3/5 of 25 is? 3/5 of, you see, of means multiply, of 25. If you were to divide top and bottom by 5, you get 5 on the top. And 3 times 5 is 15. Voila. 15 is what we be right here. 15 is in fact 15, as you can see here. 15 is in fact is the equal sign. 15 is in fact 3/5 of 25, which is what we're claiming here. 15 is 3/5, which is 60%. 15 is 3/5 of 25. It makes sense. It works. That's just as well, because I didn't want to keep on going. That was the end of it. I'll see you tomorrow. tomorrow is our very last day on the percentage problem, day number 93. Day number 93. And then, as I explained on the very first day, on day number 84, with the big table of the percentages and decimals and equivalent fractions and all that, as I explained on the day number 84, that these videos that I'm putting together on percentages are for those people who are kind of shaky on the percentage concept of percentage. You understand? So I'm taking 10 days to finish it. So tomorrow is our last day. Okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Okay? Bye now.